All right, start with comments from Coach. Coach Hoffner, if you don't mind, please.
Appreciate it, Paul. Great to see our team come out and get an opportunity for everybody to play a football game. Proud of our players' mindset, their attitudes, their approach to the game. Thought we did a lot of things in a positive manner. Distributed the football in a lot of different directions, and really proud of the entire team, but I thought JD and Shane both had exceptional games for us today.
Questions?
Do you think this was your most complete game, offense, defense, special teams, the whole bit?
I think so. You know, from a naked eye per se, right? I haven't had a chance to watch the film, but I think that from watching it from the sidelines and seeing the production and the performance and our ability to minimize the run, you know, score points on offense, minimize the scoring on defense, turnover ratio, I think was pretty positive for us in that category. So those are some of the things that we pride ourselves in, and I think you know, we're green lighted on every phase of the game that we want to do really well in.
How come JD started today?
So Ryan was out most of the week due to an injury. He recently came available yesterday, Thursday a little bit. He practiced, right? So just fairly standard operations for us that if you don't have an opportunity to have a solid week of practice, typically doesn't lead to a start. And you know, those two guys have been rotating all year long, so it really wasn't that big a deal to either of them.
What did you think about JD's performance today?
Thought it was great. Once again, I haven't had a chance to watch the film, but I thought he did a great job. The opportunities that he had, and leading our team, and helping us score points and distributing the football. I thought he distributed the football in a lot of different directions, and I think it was good that Coach Bashawner, offensive coordinator, did a great job of mixing up the play calling and giving us opportunities to put a lot of points on the board.
JD, talk about your chance to get out there right away and get to start and all that good stuff.
Well, I mean, it was great. You know, the guys really stuck behind me when they found out I was getting to start, and it was no big deal. Like Coach said, me and Ryan, we do our rotation. So whoever's in, you know, the whole team is always behind that person. And so we just wanted to go out there, just do what we do, put points on the board, and then, you know, come up with a W.
I mean, it's such an unusual situation here with the quarterbacks and how you guys rotate. I mean, it doesn't hardly work anywhere else. How do you stay prepared each week, just in case something like this does happen?
You know, just being focused all the time. Just taking advantage of all the opportunities that you have presented to you. Fortunately, you know, I feel like we have a good system going on around here with our quarterback system. So the fact that it works is something positive. It's something that I like to look at more so than playing time, but the fact that, you know, we keep on winning and that we keep on putting ourselves in a position to win is what I like to think of every week.
Is it still a little bit easier when you know you're going to start, you know you're going to get the first series? Because you looked real comfortable right away today instead of, you know, coming into a game after 2 or 3 series.
Like you like to think that you know, coming in no matter when, you'll be able to, you know, play your best, and that's just the mindset that, you know, you have coming in no matter whether you're going in the first series, second series, or third series. You know, you don't want to think of the fact that, oh, I'm not going to start, so I'm not playing, so I can't play as well. You just got to go in there and just keep on playing. The coach calls the play. Coach Bashawner did a great job calling plays today, so you just got to execute those plays that are given.
You guys have always been a high-scoring team, but are we starting to see maybe a little bit of evolution to a more explosive, quick-strike type team rather than, you know, 12-play drives?
Yeah, like you kind of alluded to earlier, as far as like the whole complete game, I think we're finally starting to show that, you know, that we do have weapons everywhere, all across the board. You know, today just my number happened to have been called, so I was able to get a few points on the board. But every week it could be someone different. We have a very explosive offense, and I think that showed today.
I think we talked to you a couple weeks ago, and you were talking about maybe everything hasn't quite clicked yet, but did we see that today?
Yeah, I think we're making strides to, you know, that clicking, that full complete game. Like he talked about those 5 categories, I think we hit on a lot of them. Like he he obviously said, again, we got to watch the film. I thought we did a good job across the board.
Now you can probably talk about Bemidji a little bit, just how big of a game, because traditionally I think you guys have struggled up at Bemidji, playing a couple of times, so just how much are you looking forward to going up there and playing what eventually, or essentially is a playoff game?
Yeah, I've never been up there, so this will be my first time, but it's another game, it's another week, regular season, just trying to go 1-0.
Coach, at what point of the season do you start doing a little scoreboard watching? Is it at this point of the year? Are you aware of what happened in the league today with Sioux Falls getting beat by St. Cloud State?
Yeah, I am now, and you know that's a unfortunate situation for Sioux Falls. Great for St. Cloud. You know, you got to play each game one game at a time, one weekend at a time. You got to prepare for the opponent up and coming. And you're right, we do have a huge game against Bemidji. They're very gifted, very talented. They took an undefeated team into overtime. And you know, the most devastating loss that we've received here in 11 years was against Bemidji. They beat us 45-17 or something like that. It was a really high-scoring offense for them and not so high-scoring for us. So, you know, we've got a lot to prove, but we're going to enjoy this for 24 hours, and then we're going to focus on Bemidji starting tomorrow and get ready for a road trip.
So you've always kind of preached the whole ground game, big offensive line and stuff. Are you, when you watch the quick strike stuff, are you ready for a little bit more explosive offense?
You know, I think the bottom line, and Coach Bashauner does a great job of distributing the ball and take advantage of what defenses are giving us. But I think the bottom line is you want to score points, and the more points you can score, the better opportunities you have to win football games. Our defense is very solid and does a great job also. So if you have a quick strike or it takes a while to strike, either way you want to strike and score points, and I think that's the bottom line. And it was good to see Casey Bednarski hit a couple field goals today, and those things will become very prevalent and important as we get into more heated and tight football games, and maybe we're not able to punch in a touchdown, but we need to take a half a touchdown and go from there. So it's nice to have a very strong leg and an accurate leg in Casey Bednarski. So I think it was good to see some of that stuff today too, because I think that's pretty important, and we're going to need Casey down the stretch here.
Anything else? Nope. All right, thanks guys, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Yep.